Hello, it's me, Figure Lad here, and today we're going to be taking a look at not the SH Figure Arts, the Sentinel SV Action Miles Morales. Now, this figure, okay, so I got this figure because I had the mafex and I had the Marvel Legends. Before this figure even got announced, I knew that the mafex wasn't going to be all that. As you see, I did open it. I do have it on the stand. I have some extra hands, and then the headphones on it. This is the box. I never really show the box off in videos for some reason. I just realized that I never really do. So here's the box. I did get from GameStop because I wasn't gonna pay what Big Bad Toy Store was asking or aftermarket prices. There is the box, top of the box and stuff, yada yada yada. Nobody really comes for the box. It is a nice box, I might add. Probably one of the better boxes, better than Mafex. But okay, so yes, this figure amazing, highly articulated. Yeah. Like I said, I did have it opened already. Let me take it off the stand. I did open it already. I made a video when it got here on TikTok, basically announcing that it got here and the video would come up soon. Yeah, I do have a couple issues with this figure. One, the green on the sleeves isn't painted that it is painted. So basically some white is already showing through the it's basically already showing through the sleeves and stuff. And on my Jordan 1 sneaker for Miles, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a whole bunch of paint splatter, red paint splatter. But it doesn't really affect me. It's only on one shoe, but I just chalked it up to in my head, if anybody ever did see it, that he is a spray painter and the spray paint got on his shoes. Yeah, this figure, highly articulated. I do recommend it. Some fun accessories. Another issue is that this doesn't really peg in for me. Like, it's a very loose fit. Just this hood, the other one plugs in just fine. This is a very loose fit for me, honestly. But other than that, that's really like one of the only gripes that I do have with this figure. Let me get all the other accessories and stuff out right now. So I have everything just, set up for when I do continue and start swapping everything. But like I was saying, I did own the Mafex, but I didn't really like that figure that much. If you want me to be honest with you, I really didn't like the figure that much. It did have its problems. Like, it was, in my opinion, it's too skinny, and the joints are, in my opinion, basically, like the figure is extremely scrawny, and the wrist joints just feel like they can snap like any minute, like at any point. Every point I felt like I had to use caution with the figure, like with a figure that's supposed to be maximum articulation, and I couldn't really pose it. But you don't have to worry about it with this guy. The poses that you can get out of this figure are amazing. Basically, you can recreate any scene from the movie with the provided accessories. Like any pose that he did in the movie, you can achieve with this figure. I personally like having the spray paint in his hand because I don't know, maybe he's spray painting something, or I might do it. I might take some pictures with him and the mystery machine that I did get from the 2020 Scooby Doo movie. I seen it at Walmart. I seen people customizing it, so I got it. I opened it, and oh yeah, here's another problem. The shoelaces do come off a little bit too easy on my copy. I don't remember if it's on everybody's copy. Personally, I think they should have just added 2 sneakers if they really wanted to, with the laces tight and loose, like 2 different sneakers that you could just like swap out whichever one you wanted. Yeah, but they don't really pop out that much unless you like hit it on accident. They haven't really been giving me too much of an issue all night, or that I've had this for as long as I had this figure. But as you see, you can get dang near any pose with this figure. It's a lot of fun, and the clothes, surprisingly, the wrists don't bother me. If you didn't know, then it's just a swivel. They pop out, they pop in. It's just a swivel on each arm. It doesn't really affect me like I thought it would. Like, even though that it's only like that, I still get any and every pose that I wanted to get out of this figure. Yeah, any pose that I wanted to get out of this figure, I can get with it. Basically, any pose, like I said, that you want to get your Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man, into, then you can get it. And this figure does hold a special place in my heart because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the second best Spider-Man movie ever made, including live action, and Miles Morales is my favorite Spider-Man. He's not my favorite, but he's definitely top 5. And I felt like the movie had brought more love to the character. Like people, they knew who he was, but they didn't really love him. No one loved him like they do now. And I award Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse for doing that. People didn't really, well, they cared about Spider-Gwen, but nobody, cosplayed them until the movie came out. Even if you weren't a Spider-Man fan, you could sit there and enjoy it. Spider-Man fan, Miles Morales fan, any Spider-Man fan, you could sit there and enjoy the movie. And that's where I love the movie. I'll say that forever and forever. Unlike the mafex, which I did own, I don't have to exert too much caution. Of course, I'm not gonna act like it's a Marvel Legends, start throwing it around, but I don't have to exert so much caution with it like I did with the mafex. Like when I get a figure, I don't want to be scared that it might break on me. I don't want to get a figure that's my problem with some SH figure arts. Out of the box, they're just like so tight. Out of the box, this guy was smooth. Like I could mess around with them and not be scared that it was breaking. Like it's tight and all, but it's like a smooth tight. Like the ball joints right here. They were like this out of the box. They're not loose. If you shake it, it'll stay in place and they're not loose. But they're smooth. And as you see, I've been messing around with this figure. Any pose that I have, I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know what this is. It's just been coming out of my figure for a while now. I don't. Maybe it's plastic or something. Maybe it's shredded plastic or something. I really don't know what that is. I ordered from GameStop. I ordered it on Thursday and it got here today. It got here extremely early today, like around 11. I was gonna make a review. Well, I did, but then my camera stopped recording and then I had to go somewhere. That's why I'm finally getting around to recording this right now late at night. And it probably won't get uploaded until like either extremely late today or early tomorrow. I really don't know, but while he's in these clothes, I might as well go over articulation here and then do it without the clothes on. Let me get him into a vanilla standing pose, and I am going to be taking off the headphones while I do articulation. Also, some gripes while I'm up here, like in the head area, some gripes I've seen is that people say his neck is a little too short, like the neck peg. The neck isn't short or the head isn't too big. It's just the neck peg itself is kind of short. So I really don't see the point of buying the Figure Freaks neck peg. Of course, I want to support like small businesses and local businesses and stuff like that. But it really doesn't bother me. I don't mind spending the money. I bought this figure just because I wanted an accurate Miles Morales. Just because I wanted an accurate Miles Morales. So I really don't. I care about spending money, but then I don't care about enhancing a figure that I love. This could possibly be my favorite figure of the year. I just love it. Like, I love it more than my SH figure arts, Yuji Itadori, and I love that figure. I love that figure to death. This figure is amazing. All the articulation you want, you get. Better than mafex, in my opinion. Comes with better accessories. Only thing I wish it came with was the magnetic hands and feet, and I don't mind that this isn't cloth. Like, I don't mind that the clothes aren't cloth, because only thing that is affected by the clothes is the arms. You can't put them all the way down because the way they have this to where it's in like an action pose, but you have this figure with all this great articulation. I highly doubt anybody, and I mean anybody, and if you do, then you must be a weirdo, a sicko, is gonna have this just in a straight up vanilla pose. I don't see anybody having it in there ever unless they're taking a picture or something. But forget about all that. Let's get into our articulation. So for the head, does go up that far. I'm gonna take off the hoodie. It does go up that far without the hoodie. I'm gonna keep it on because most people have it on that far with the hoodie, that far down. Get that much tilt. Like I said, I have a QC issue. Mine, the hoodie doesn't really plug in like that. Most of the time it's just resting on the side. If you it's just resting. It's really held on by the head, if you want me to be honest. the arms do go up that far. They are limited in this one, and they are on just balls, but they do work like if there was like on a standard SH figure art slash mafex, arm setup, which I find is amazing. Double jointed elbows, get the maximum range that you need. These are, like I said, these are just on a swivel, but it doesn't bother me that much. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd rather have it like this than like on a ball and peg, basically standard height and wrist joint. I'd rather have it like this so I don't have to exert caution and that I feel like it'll break. Basically the waist is amazing in both, without the clothes. Dang, I just popped that completely off. I'm glad that it did that because it shows that even if you do push it too far, it's not gonna snap on you. It's not gonna break. It goes that far forward, and the waist on this is kind of loose because of the jacket, but it's not too loose. It's just incredibly smooth. Goes that far forward, that far back, tilt, all that good jazz. The legs are even more articulated on this one. Like I really don't know what that is. I'm gonna take that out after the review is. There we go. I guess it was just plastic from being shipped, so it stay safe or something. I don't know. But it wasn't like this in the packet. It was just, I really don't know what that is. It might have been stuck in the leg because I didn't see that when I first opened it. But like I was saying, you get even more articulation than you do on with the regular legs, which is surprising. Because this is extremely soft rubber plastic. And it does get out of the way. It really does get out of the way. Look. Like, this is amazing. Especially, even though I know it's a Spider-Man, this is amazing. Like, you're not going to get this from the mafex with the clothes on or off. You're not going to get this with any other Miles figure that is out right now. You're not going to get it with it. It's amazing, like I said. You can do a full splits with this. Like, I'm just having too much fun with this figure. This is on a ball joint. Like, it's a ball joint in there, as you see. So, basically, if you, have it like this, you can put it like that so it looks natural. You can do a lot of stuff with this figure. I just love this figure. I like it with and without the clothes on, but personally, I'm going to have it on my shelf with the clothes on. Because what's the point of buying it just not to display it with the clothes? And plus, it just makes it look even more better. It makes it look even more awesome and more fun to pose with the clothes on. It's just, look at that. Amazing. But, yeah, like I said, ball joint here, double jointed knee. And if you have it, it's not plugged all the way in. If you, plug it in, oh, look, I'm trying to... this is gonna look extremely gappy. All you have to do is make sure that everything... See, this wasn't plugged all the way in. This was kind of off. All you gotta do is make sure that everything is plugged all the way in. Even on the arms, like this, you just have to make sure it's all plugged in or else it's gonna look gappy. There's a double jointed knees. He can almost kick his own butt, like Robo would say from the Foosh. But that is amazing range, especially because he has on these shorts. For the legs, it goes that far forward, that far back, and a rocker, and it does swivel right here, and then toe bend. This figure, like I said, is just amazing. Now I'm gonna take off the clothes and have just the standard Miles, that comes out of the shipper box. So you can get a feel for both. And I don't feel like I should have to go back over articulation on that. I'll just go over the hips, the arms, because you already seen everything else. So yeah, I'm going to do that right now. I decided to do it on camera so you can see how you change it. I already took off the arms and the jacket piece. You just pop off the waist. Make sure you take this out with the joint in it. And then take off right here to where the joint leaves with the foot. And I like to hold it like this where the shoelace is so it stays, and then pull it and make sure the shoelace is still in there. I know it looks like a mess right now. It is. I know it looks like a mess right now, but trust the process. You take this and then you plug it in here. Plug that in there. And for some reason, this one, they overextend like this. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the joint is. You take that, plug it in like that. Plug that in there. And then you take the arms, which do have the fist on it, plug that on, And if you see, you can see the ball that I was talking about, just on a big ball, and you still get the maximum range of articulation that you could possibly get out of a figure. And if I can find this other arm, there, hold on. Like I was saying, this is the, I have to find the hand, but this is the, let me point the camera back up. This is the big ball I was talking about, and then you just plug the hand onto there. You're almost done. All you have to do now is plug in the, basically, suit feet / boots in there, and then in there. So yeah, this is the figure without all the clothes on. Like I said, people say the neck is too short. I personally don't believe that. I got everything that I said about that carries over to here. Articulation is incredibly great. I had so much fun with this figure. I wish I had some lightning effects for the Venom strike. On the camera, it looks a little bit more blue-ish, and then like the gray pops out even more than it actually is in like real life. And for the lack of accessories, I've been using the SH Figuarts Yuji Ichidori Divergent Fist effect. I know it doesn't really look right, but I've been like going like that. And for like pictures and stuff, it does look pretty good. It doesn't look bad or anything. But like I said, everything I said about the jacketed version carries with the clothes and stuff, carries over to here. Articulation, great. Posability, great. Having so much fun with this figure. Probably like my favorite figure of the year, like I said. Let me get him back in a neutral pose. He looks more full and rounder than the mafex one. Like he just looks more proportionate than the mafex one, and that's why I did end up selling it. He was too scrawny in my opinion. Like I know he's supposed to be like an incredibly skinny character, but he does look scrawny. People say that the shoulders look a little tense and like he's shrugging or something, like he doesn't really care about anything. I personally don't believe that. Maybe the neck isn't short, it's just the peg that's in there. If I take that out, the neck peg is just kind of short. The Figure Fix, like I said, does have it. I personally don't see the reason to get it for myself because, you know, I really don't mind it. Now, let's get into, like I said, with this, you can finally put the arms down to the side, and then it goes up farther. It does work, like I said, as like a standard SS Figuarts / mafex joint. It gets amazing range. You can cross it like this. You can do a lot of stuff. If you do like pull it back and back and then back and then try to pull it down, the arm will fall off like that. Same thing does apply when I said make sure the joints are pushed all the way in or it's going to look gappy. And like I said, it doesn't have, it's just a wrist swivel, but it really doesn't bother me like that, you know? Like, it really doesn't. It doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would bother me. Now, I'm going to get into accessories. And then we're going to get into scale. So, for the first accessory, he does come with these relaxed palm hands. They look good from the front and back. It does give the wrist like just because it's a swivel, a more like seamless look. You can almost like sometimes can't even tell that, you know, that the hands interchange, and they do lend themselves into like wacky poses or like hands on the hips type stuff or like hitting the stomach. It's basically just relaxed hands, or you can like do standard like standing there or walking. I personally won't have it like this on my shelf, but I can see why people would because it is amazing. And next year, it also does come with these splayed out hands. These aren't the wall crawling hands, but like these are for like poses like this, like I was like in the movie or like on promotional art where he like he's like jumping like this. These are that pose hands. You know, these are basically these. Or you can like use it for like him trying to grab something, or him like putting his hand over somebody's face, pushing into the ground, or just pushing something. That's basically what these are. You can do a lot of poses with these hands. And these are the actual wall crawling hands. You can tell that these are the wall crawling hands because their fingers are kind of like tense to where it looks like he's like trying to actively stick on the wall. Mine does have a QC issue. I just realized on the forearm where there is like a red dot, and then on here where there is a green dot. Hold up, if you yeah, see, there's a green dot from the sweater from the jacket. I guess I don't really know what that's from, but yeah, these are like walls sticking to like the wall hands, wall crawling, basically those hands. Like I said, the wrist joints really don't bother me. There's not a ball joint because each hand is angled to where it looks right, and you don't really need to like pose it and for it to look good because it's already posed. He also does come with these these basically holding hands to where you can put either the web. My light had died on me, but he also does come with these gripping hands to grip things like I was saying, he does come with those hands to hold things like the mallet that he gets from Spider Ham at the end of the video, and his technically one web accessory. And what I mean by technically one is that he does come with fluid pans, but if you see that there are holes right here, because they're supposed to be webs plugged into it, and mine came broken, like they're separate pieces that I'll show. This is what I mean by they're separate pieces. They're supposed to be glued in there, but mine just came broken for some reason. I really don't know why. He also does come with this hand that you already saw with the spray paint can attached to it. It is attached like that. You can't take it out, and I'm glad that it is like that, because if it's not, most people would have probably lost it. He also does come with another like right specific hand. Hold up, is this a right or left? Yeah, right specific hand, which is this is the other right specific hand, and it is specifically intended to hold this tiny phone that he does come with. It could be good for like figure photography, not even just used for this. He also does come with the headphones that you did see on him in like in the beginning of the video. He also does come with this face to look like he's getting hit or something, or to give him like a wacky expression like Deadpool, which this face basically does make him look like he got hit. I have Rock Python there to basically like give you an example of what I mean. Like it looks like he got like hit or something, or like what? Like what did you say? Or like you said something crazy to him. If you don't like this head, he also does come with what I like to call his head sculpt from the movie that he's practicing with his Uncle Aaron as he knocks over Rock Python. It is just a Miles Morales, head sculpt. I think they captured Miles the best out of everybody, out of Hasbro, out of mafex, and out of them. And there are some other figures, probably in the scale that I'm probably not remembering. But honestly, I think this head sculpt is the best. The Legends didn't even get close. The mafex did get close, but the skin tone was just completely off in my opinion. I don't know what they were thinking with that like gray skin tone. If you don't like this, he also does come with, I don't know why I just put it on now, but this up hoodie. If you have it plugged in, it'll just basically like his hood is up. I guess. I don't know why I did it here. I just forgot it while I was doing other accessories. But now let's get into one of my favorite segments of my videos, size comparison. Since we're talking about size, I do want to note that having the shoes on does make him a bit taller than without the shoes. Obviously it would, because the soles are taller. But I want to compare him next to another Marvel character. My only mafex in my collection right now, my mafex Wolverine, or James Howlett. Now Logan is pretty short already, and Miles is about up to his shoulder, I think, if I'm looking correctly. Obviously, you've seen him throughout the video. Here is him next to my Marvel Legends Rock Python. I don't know. I feel like this villain is just extremely wacky and goofy and stuff, and could be used for like extremely wacky stuff like that. That's mainly why I had him, and I wanted to do the Hulk bath, but I ended up not doing it anyway. He is quite a bit bigger than him because he is in Marvel Legend, scale. If you know that they do tend to run bigger. Here's him next to one of my favorite figures in my collection that I got pretty beat up. I tried to restore to my best of my ability, but so much nail polish remover, acetone could only do so much, and it was already like this. The skirt was already super glued like this when I got it. Here is him next to the my Lightning collection, King Sphinx. King Sphinx is one of my biggest figures in my collection. As you see, he's way taller than Miles. by a lot. If you see, their feet are flat on the ground. He's just an extremely big figure. He doesn't even fit into frame. Here's him next to another Marvel character that I do have in my collection. He is from Marvel Legends, you know. He is from Marvel Legends, if I can get that out correctly. Here is my Marvel Legends classic Thanos. He did knock over Miles a little bit. If you want to do like Miles versus Thanos, that is. He barely comes up past his waist. He is shorter than King Sphinx, but no, actually he is taller than King Sphinx. He's incredibly thick, I guess you could say. I don't want to make it sound weird or anything. He's incredibly bulky, so that's why he looks more fuller than King Sphinx, who is he's bulky. Don't get me wrong. He just looks slim compared to Thanos. Sorry, I'm trying to mess with my camera here. There we go. I'm trying to mess with my camera like right now. It's not really working out that well. Hold on. Here's him next to one of my favorite figures in my collection, and also technically another superhero, just not of his reality. Here's him next up to the Injustice Superman. And as you see, every figure that I have is gonna be bigger than him. They're just gonna be taller, bulkier than him, because when he's supposed to be a kid and supposed to be accurate to the movie, here he is next to SH Figuer Superman. And the reason that it looks so weird is because I'm trying to keep Miles, you know, like the central of the frame. That comparison is, you know, he doesn't look too bad compared to him. Superman is just incredibly big compared to him. He's one of the taller SH Figuarts. Yeah, so he's one of my taller SH Figuarts. And here's him next to another one of my favorites, the SH Figuarts Kai Ryu Red, aka Dino Charge Red, or whatever you call him or them, because of the whole team. He actually does scale pretty close to Miles, because he is supposed to be smaller than everybody, and he is supposed to be, you know, like a teenager like Miles is in the movie. I think Miles in the movie is like 15, 16, and I'm sorry my lighting changed so much. I had to change my light because my other one did die on me, and I can't fix it. For some reason, this light, it's the same exact brand, it just doesn't have the same effect as my other one does or did. And it makes everything look extremely shadowed. Let me move him back. It must mess with everything. The video is getting kind of long. This is my last comparison. My SH Figuarts Yuji Chidori from Jujutsu Kaisen. Next to him, he's also a teenager, but he is bigger than both of them. Yeah, this is a Figure Lad review. So please consider liking, subscribing, sharing with everybody. Please let everybody know about this channel. I'm trying to get it up to at least 1,000 subscribers. Please and thank you. Thanks for watching. Signing off. Another Figure Lad review. Please check out my TikTok at FigureLad_sauce something. I'll have it in the description or somewhere around my channel. Please and thank you. Goodbye. Subscribe. Like. Bye.